Well, I first of all think that every elected official in the United States, it should be mandatory that they see this film. Every elected official, state, local, county, federal, you gave us the recipe that we've all been looking for. And I can tell you, I started with my last year of service. This would have been incredibly valuable my first year. I texted the senator as she was sitting next to me and said, we need to make sure with the film makers' permission that we show this to all of our senator and assembly members.
I really appreciated how much your film just highlighted the importance of collaboration. What I didn't say earlier when we mentioned like what's not working is the lack of collaboration that I see here at the local level.
It's shocking to me how siloed it is. How do you ever get them to all pull in the same direction?
Milwaukee and Houston would both tell you that it has to come from the mayor or the county executive.
And I would say to every mayor, you absolutely should bring this film to your community because films like this one reminds us why it's so important to focus on proven solution to ending homelessness in all of our communities. And when you're a mayor, sometimes you need outside validators in order to show your own community that what you're doing is right. This was one of the biggest impacts for me with the film because people are like, oh, maybe the mayor isn't crazy for buying hotels to help our neighbors experiencing homelessness. Maybe they aren't crazy because they're focusing on all of the impacts and not treating homelessness as a public safety emergency only for police to deal with.
Enforcement does not reduce homelessness. No city has been able to reduce homelessness just through enforcement alone. And that's why we're so focused on housing here.
It's a word. It's a word.
How do you have a successful screening for the film?
What we do when we go to your communities, we set up a local steering committee to make it your event. That steering committee is usually made up of service providers, business community is represented, faith community, people from the government, your administrations are represented. All the logistics, venues, promotion, media, all of that is happening through this steering committee. And by the end of it, it's like a town hall meeting. A lot of your citizens watching the film together with your administrations, the business community, the healthcare community, everybody's represented in the room. What this film shows and what our events show with panel discussions and all this is it's the business community's responsibility just as much as it's law enforcement. It's your faith community, which by the way is the only group that has a mandate to care for these folks. You know, it's their responsibility as well. It shows how you can fix your homelessness issue, doesn't yell at anybody, it's nonpartisan, and generally the biggest question that's asked is, what can we do to look more like the communities we just saw in the film?
The mayor, who's ever the head, was the mayor, was the governor, you name it, the county judge, has to be at the table, engaged in the conversation, understanding what the different issues are. And quite frankly, the mayor has to be out there in the field.
So the question should be more along the lines of what kind of collaborations are you putting together?
Yes. What can we do together? Local government needs to be heavily involved in these solutions across the country. Part of the reason that I wanted to take it on from a county government perspective is I had access to the sheriff. I had access to high-level institutional players that nonprofits couldn't get their hands on. So we were able to build that collaborative system. Our numbers for homelessness are extraordinarily low. Our last point in time count, a population of 1 million people, we have 52 unsheltered people in Milwaukee County. So lowest in the country, which is great. But to your point,
Have you considered relocating to other counties?
not at the moment. Everybody in Milwaukee knows what the solution of homelessness is. There's no debate anymore. They know what the plan is. They know who's running it. They know how to participate. And every county supervisor with the county executive, everybody knows the plan. Nobody's off trying to do something different. City and the county are aligned. So that was a big thing for us too.
Housing First is exactly what it says. It's changing the traditional sequence of providing treatment first or insisting or mandating treatment first in order to get housing. And this fundamental shift, by the way, is what underlies the collaboration in the film. Everyone collaborates, but they're operating on this principle that let's get people housed and then we'll give them treatment because that's more effective.
Every plan that we put forward, people have kind of pushed away. People worried about losing their place in what they believe their mission is. You know, collaboration wasn't one of our positives. We had to try something different because we saw an increase in homelessness. So we decided, hey, we got to get people off the street. So we bought 50 pallet homes. We took some of our ARPA money, built 50 pallet homes, started a whole service. We've been able to get over 160 people into permanent housing, but over 600 people to other services. Yeah. The problem now is we need to take it to the next step and getting that collaboration like you all have. And I hate to say it, the cuts at the federal government and in other places are driving people to work together. Everything that we're trying to do in our community is not relying on the federal government. We just don't see that as a long-term solution.
I think the message I heard Don say some time ago was if you're waiting around for the federal government to come rescue you, you're going to have a long problem ahead of you because they're not going to be there. It's a local issue. Housing is a local issue. It doesn't get any more local than that. Want to make sure that the mayors in the room appreciate this and thank you for coming. Our real goal here is to be able to have a screening at the June meeting in Long Beach for the entire conference. We're told that we need champions to make that happen. So we're here to build some champions.
Got my sister city. She runs the show. The other Columbia.
All right, so we got the Columbias going here. We're gonna rock this. So